Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes, sir. Love that right there. God is great, y'all. That's Ricky Dillard right there. We got to run it on to Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning to everybody. Hey, man, I want to speak to somebody today who's been living under the approval mode. You know, that person that's constantly checking for likes and waiting on approval. I want to talk to you because you don't need people's validation when you've already got God's confirmation. Galatians 1:10 says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? And the question, Ricky, I think is important, is that some of us are not delayed, right? We're just in a place where God's trying to evaluate our heart. And I think it's important to understand something. Let me say it plainly. If God called you, He's already qualified you. And if you're qualified, you don't need a committee to co-sign what heaven has already confirmed over your life. People will misunderstand you. They're going to mislabel you. People will even walk away from you. But you don't have to walk away from what God called you to do, because obedience to God's will sometimes looks like rebellion of people. Here's the reality. You can either be popular with people or pleasing to God. You will not always have both at the same time. So stop asking, do they like me? Start asking, did God send me? Stop chasing affirmations and start walking in alignment. Because when you are secure in God's confirmation, you don't crumble under the weight of people's criticism. Let me give you this, and I'm done. The young man posted a video online. He poured his heart into it. He checked it every 5 minutes. 10 views, 12 views, 15 views. And he got so frustrated because all they got was 15 views. And he was on the verge of giving up. And watch this. Somebody watched that video, and one person's life was changed as a result of what he did. See, impact doesn't always come with applause. It actually comes when you have impact. And some of us are counting likes, and we're counting, clicks versus counting lives. Today, I want you to stop measuring your value on people's response. Stop seeking validation. Because when God already has given you confirmation, you walk in with your head up saying, God sent me here. Walk in knowing, my life is not to impress people. My life is to make an impact. What I pray this week you'll do is walk in there knowing that even if nobody applauds, nobody calls, nobody celebrates it, know that God sent you there, and somebody will always be blessed by what God does through you. Keep doing it, and keep doing it big.
Ooh, that's a good word right there. That's a good word, Bishop Walker. Appreciate you and enjoy spending time with you this week. And
man.
Yes, we had a good time. I can't think about Joseph hitting that ball, man. Hey, and tell all the families out there that was watching the baseball game that I said hello, and let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can follow your material.
All right, check it out, man. Y'all can check out our ministry, Mount Zion Nashville, on YouTube, Mount Zion Nashville on YouTube, and follow me at Joseph Walker 3 on Instagram, Joseph Walker 3, and let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
There it is. All right, thank you, big dog. Love you, man.
All right. Love you too, man.
All right, here we go, y'all.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
14 minutes after the hour, y'all. Happy after the weekend, Alfreda's. Good morning.
After the weekend, it's Monday, April 27th. Here's what's going on in the news, Ricky. We are learning more about that shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and who was behind it. Police in D.C. say the man arrested after gunfire at that Correspondents' Dinner was actually a guest at the Hilton Hotel hosting the event. Now, investigators say he ran through a security checkpoint and fired at a Secret Service officer, hitting the agent in a bulletproof vest. That officer is expected to be okay. The suspect, 31-year-old Cole Allen of California, was taken into custody into a hospital as a precaution. Allen wrote a manifesto that he believed he had a duty to act against the Trump administration and specifically described top officials as his targets and called Trump a pedophile, a rapist, and a traitor. Allen is expected in court today. Now, that shooting, Ricky, incidentally happened at the same Washington Hilton where Ronald Reagan was shot back in 1981. And it was a rough weekend of weather in Texas, and it's turned deadly. Officials say at least 2 people were killed as storms moved through North Texas. Early data from the National Weather Service shows at least 7 tornadoes touched down over the weekend. Another death was reported west of Fort Worth, tied to strong winds. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yes, indeed. Our NBA playoffs is going on right about now. Toronto and Cleveland, that series is tied up 2 games apiece. This series may go 7 games, so sit back and relax on that one. Spurs bounce back and beat Portland. They're up 3-1. Victor Wembanyama is back from concussion protocol, so expect the Spurs to close out that series soon. Philadelphia. What about them 76ers? They got Joel Embiid back, but it didn't matter because Boston still won the game 128-96. They up 3-1, and the Lakers lose to the Rockets. Rockets stay alive, avoid being swept. Even without Kevin Durant, they got the job done. And keep in mind that the Lakers still don't have Luka Doncic. Little sad news, man. NFL Hall of Famer, widely considered one of the greatest defensive players to ever play in the NFL, Lawrence Taylor, has been hospitalized after experiencing a medical emergency. Unclear on his status, so keep our brother in prayer right there. That's my quick sports report right there. How you doing, Brat?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Rock T?
All good. What you got coming up next?
Man, the King of Pop is back on top, and I got the details up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The Hot Spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brent?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the Michael Jackson biopic Michael, starring Jafar Jackson, delivered a massive opening weekend and is now the #1 movie in the world.
Wow.
Now, the film shattered records for music biopics, bringing in $97 million domestically and over $217 million globally. Even defying critics, many critics were very critical about the movie, but the film has been embraced by fans. Michael Jackson's nephew, Jafar Jackson, posted a message that said, "Wow, so incredible to see. The world has spoken and everyone is showing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't be happier and more grateful." The acting in the movie is also getting great reviews, y'all, with Nia Long playing Katherine Jackson and Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson, Lorenz Tate as Barry Gordy, and shout out to Dion Cole, who portrays Don King. The sequel to the movie is heavily anticipated and is reportedly already in development, with producers saying there is more story to tell. And if you watch closely, you saw the words, "His story continues," rolled on the screen right before the credits. So the sequel would likely address Michael Jackson's life in the 90s through to his death in 2009. So if that's going to happen, that's going to be great. I know people won't be able to wait to see that. And I'm sure the second established will do, what is it called? The second installment will do just as good as the first one. All right, y'all. Chris Brown and Usher got fans buzzing with this announcement of their upcoming joint tour, but not everyone is celebrating. So while many fans are excited to see the two of the biggest names in the game share the stage, the tour is also facing criticism tied to Chris Brown's past controversies, including domestic violence allegations. Man, y'all
Come on.
just let that man live, man. Everybody got a past and we all make mistakes. My goodness. But Chris Brown is speaking out on social media. He called out his haters for calling out fans that support him. He said, "I know everyone who is a fan of me and Usher will definitely be in the building, and it will be packed just like last year. But I'm scrolling through Insta and TikTok, and I come across rage bait pages and or these fake woke stand up for nothing pages bashing people for wanting to come and have a good time. These dudes hating. I can understand that, thinking we gonna steal your girl. But the Karens and the self-hating HOES be making me laugh. I can't wait to rub this in y'all face." That's what he said, and that's what he mean. What y'all think about people not being able to get over the past?
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right because they're going to come to the show and they're going to get some tickets or try to get tickets.
Yeah, pastors preach about that every Sunday, man. The only thing people can do, the only power they have is to hold something over your head that you've done
And
or
be
whatever.
negative.
And obviously God forgave him. Obviously God forgave him, and he took his life and his career to a whole nother level.
A whole nother level.
If he was such a bad person that you say he is and that deem he is,
Right.
then he would not be where he is. 'Cause
Why would
one
he
thing
be
about
blessed
God,
the way he
God
is?
don't bless mess. That's for sure.
Come on now.
So,
God
yeah,
don't
it'll
bless
be all right.
mess. All right,
It'll be
all
all
right.
right.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. God don't bless mess. For more information on these stories and
And
more,
he
you
who
go
go
to Rickey
without
Smiley.
sin, you catch the first stone.
Come on now. For more
Yeah.
information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media, So Brat. Coming up next, we got Rock T with the joke of the day right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
BICTH.
Job. J-O-B.
ELGSES Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, party people. It is time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. Gary's going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. All right, Gary, what word will you be expanding our vocabulary with this week?
Well, Ricky, this week's word is a beautiful word, and I think all of us definitely need to put it in our vocabulary if we're not using the word. Now, this week's word is snollygoster.
Okay.
What is it?
Snollygoster.
Snollygoster. What
Yes,
is that?
snollygoster, honey. Well, Brent, the definition of snollygoster is a shady, untrustworthy person. Low-key perfect for messy stories.
Messy story.
Oh, wow. And use that in the sentence, Gary.
Okay, let me use that in the sentence, Brett.
Okay.
I'm offended, honey, that people don't trust me because they think I'm a snollygoster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see today. We're gonna see today if you bring up Meg the Stallion. We're gonna see.
He is a snollygoster.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that fits the bill.
Yes, sir. That's
Shoe
good.
fit. If the shoe fit.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, you did good this week.
Pretty good.
Yes, Gary, you
Lord.
got it on the first take.
Yes, honey.
Snollygoster.
Break that girl down in
Yeah.
syllables.
Did you
Okay.
have a weekend class or something to get you prepared?
Yeah, well, a little bit, so just a little bit, so I ain't gonna tell too much. But yeah,
Oh man. Okay.
I got tired of it. You can't keep
You
embarrassing
calling-
me.
Yeah, calling none of your friends to help you out. You had some of your friends to help you out this weekend.
Yeah, Miss Armani was in town. So I called that girl.
What about
Miss-
Switch and Sammy?
No, Switch and Sammy ain't here, honey, but Miss Kevin.
Miss
and,
Kevin, Miss
and
Kevin.
those girls coming this weekend, honey. They come every weekend now, Ricky. I'm like, girl, y'all can't come every weekend, honey. Give me a break and then, come, honey.
They
But-
like
Yeah.
hanging out with you, Gary. You be at the mall.
yeah, and they like going to a place, honey, where y'all would really be surprised.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh, boy.
snollygosters.
Yes, honey. So that's it, baby. Snollygoster.
There it is. Congratulations. All right, y'all heard it. The word of the week is snollygoster. Now let's see if you can add that to the conversation this week, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
He'll take 2 and 3 words and put them together. He say, you hear me what I said? What the is hear me what I said? And one thing about black people, we can mispronounce words and know exactly what they talking about. I got a cousin cannot talk. Listen to this. He called me the other day. I said, man, I thought you was coming on here this morning. He said, shit, our folder came over there yesterday. What is supposed to came? Little girl, no better, 6 years old. She had a piece of cake. I said, girl, let me have a piece of that cake. She said, mine. Her mother heard her. She said, say it right. She got louder. Mine. I said, just let her keep it.
Bruce, y'all.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, I cried the whole weekend when I got this very sad story, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard, if you're living under a rock, honey. It's being reported out that Meg Thee Stallion and her wonderful boyfriend, Mr. Klay Thompson, are over. They're saying it is splits time. Now, Meg Thee Stallion and Dallas Mavericks star Klay Thompson, y'all have called it quits after nearly a beautiful long year of dating. Now, they say while the couple seemed like a match made in heaven, just 2 months ago, Megan took to her Instagram story, honey, to let the world know, y'all, that Klay's nice guy image was a front. And we knew that. Now, they say, honey, Megan didn't hold back on airing out Klay's dirty laundry in a series of posts that had the internet, y'all, in a literal chokehold. And they said now, she said, they talked about the playing house game, because, you know, she was playing house. Now, the allegations were, they said Megan accused Klay, y'all, of being a fraud, writing, cheating, had her around, honey, his whole damn family playing house, and got cold feet. Now, they said the mood swings that he was going through. She revealed, y'all, that she'd been holding that doggone man down through horrible mood swings, honey, during the 25-26 NBA season. Only, y'all, for Klay to allegedly tell her that he wasn't sure if he could be monogamous. Now, they said to sign off, honey, they said in true Megan fashion, she ended the rant with, "Bitch, I need a real break after this one," honey. She told everybody bye. Now, they say while Megan, honey, didn't call names, honey, social media's already doing the detective work. Now, rumors are swirling out that Klay was caught, honey, sliding into the DMs of Seattle Storm star, this is alleged, Lexi Brown. Now, they say fans noticed, y'all, that Klay recently
Brown daughter?
I don't know, but honey, they say fans noticed, y'all, that Klay recently started following the WNBA player, and insiders claim that Megan, honey, found digital receipts, honey, that were the final nail in the coffin. And Ricky, that's sad, honey. I mean, I told y'all that, honey, she wasn't going to stay with him long, because all these men don't do nothing but sit there and lie. And now, before I go to my next part, celebrities and fans are speaking out about this relationship, Ricky, and here's what one had to say.
Klay Thompson, I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed. I mean, Meg is a queen. She's hot. She's beautiful. Got her life together. Successful. And I'm sure she's good. Like, what more do you want? What in the light-skinnedness is going on with you? Why don't you be more like your other light-skinned brother, Steph Curry? He's nice, faithful man. Meg been through enough. Okay, this girl been shot at, but she moving on in life, and she finally felt like she found her a good man, and she found this.
That's Michael Blackson.
Yeah, Michael Blackson. You know, it's sad though, Ricky, but let me tell you something. What women, I said this, but y'all got to understand this. Everybody was raving Meg, and Meg is a beautiful woman, nice shape, and all this other stuff. But men don't give a damn. They don't care, honey. Men will build you up just to knock you down, number one, and they will sit there and play with you. I mean, he didn't play with this woman and parade her around and stuff like that. They just never get enough, no matter how pretty you are, no matter how sexy you are, no matter how fine. Like Oprah said once, it's not that none of that matters. It's the way the other woman makes him feel. And you done paraded this damn man all over social media, letting people know that he's your man. I ain't letting no damn body know. If I'm dating somebody, you ain't gonna know who they are. Because when you start talking,
but there's more to it than that. She said he was having mood swings.
Well, he was having mood swings. Well, that means he had her when she first started with him. She should have left him, damn it, day one. I would have never stayed with him, honey, and stuff. I mean, that's just some dirty, low-down stuff, honey. I mean, poor Meg, but, honey, she'll move on. And then people going around talking about, well, she ain't won no rings. He the prize. No, sir. Nobody don't know who the hell he is. I know who he was until she started dating him.
You don't watch basketball. Sports. We knew who he was. Wait a minute
y'all
now.
knew it, but damn it, the world know who Meg Thee Stallion is. We know who she is.
You have a point.
The world know who he is.
We don't. If you
know how many championships they won, Rock?
4 of them.
Okay, how many damn prizes and awards Meg Thee Stallion won and done things? A lot.
Meg has 36 million followers to his 16 million followers, and she also held a world tour.
I'm riding with Gary on this one.
Nah, so Ricky, sorry, we know
I'm
that
just saying, you just
Pug
ain't gonna say that.
was.
Don't nobody know who he is. They like.
Well, he ain't that damn known. He known now. She didn't put him on the map because I didn't know who he was. So, honey, I feel so bad for
you don't
Meg.
watch basketball.
Well, y'all need to follow her music then, honey, because, honey, what's her songs?
Wow,
Savage.
Gary, are you
Savage.
serious?
Nah, she got Savage.
My man.
My man, honey. That's, she don't need that one no more. So, y'all, let's keep Meg lifted up and proud. And coming up the next hour, y'all, I got some more.
But, man, when she made that dressing in that Thanksgiving dinner,
didn't she look it up?
Woman doing all that or whatever, man, that's a good woman. I really do believe from what I saw that she was really trying to make that relationship work.
Yes.
And hell, doing all that. And they too, what these women got to realize too, especially celebrity women out there, and you got a man that's quote unquote a celebrity, there will be 1 star per household. So, honey, and it won't be you. So you don't even need to go ahead and be with him. She just go ahead and give her a regular guy. Well, that's what me and Dad doing. I know one in particular. I ain't gonna call his name, honey. But, honey, yeah. So, no, sir, honey.
Don't say that, Gary. I feel like he wasn't trying to be a star. He wasn't trying to be like out front. She was clearly the star.
Yeah, well, she put him on the damn map.
But yeah, she was trying to be a good woman. She was cooking for his parents. I'm sure his parents is disappointed.
Well, but if he's messing with a damn NBA, what a WNBA star?
We don't know if that's true. We don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but honey, I just feel so bad for Megan, honey. I mean, she's hurt now.
How does she get digital receipts?
Well, because
we can get those.
We can get those, boo.
You know, women can get anything, baby. They want honey.
So that's a burner phone.
No, right.
We still get them. We still find out.
Yeah,
don't try it.
So just don't do it.
That's right. That's
it. Oh, exactly.
If you're grateful for who you have and you love who you with, don't do it.
That's right. If you don't want her, break up with her and keep it moving.
But that's easy said. Men say what they want, but they don't want what they say. Hell, you want a fine woman, you want Megan, you got her not there, but you're going to cheat, honey, with all these doggone other women and carrying on and stuff like that. And you know other women just sitting there salivating, waiting on you to put them all out there. Say, oh, he this, look, he bought me this, he did that. No, ma'am, he ain't bought me nothing. He ain't bought me nothing. But anyway, now that said and did, y'all know what time it is.
Sha-la-la.
Yes, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Happy Monday.
Sha-la-la-la-la. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors, and I'm going to give this color to Meg the Stallion. My color today is nutmeg. On the high end, you say nutmeg, and on the long, you say beautiful tan. That's your color for today.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Yes.
Round the morning show, I got to hit you with calls. Get up at 8669-RICKEY. Here we go.
Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together.
Get it together.
Hey. You in your house, you
let's go. Wake up.
Encourage each other and be productive.
Come on.
Rickey Smiley morning show.
Come on.
Wake up.
Good morning. I want to give a big shout out to my daughter, Joy. I love you, baby. Good morning. Have a good day in school. And wake up, baby. Don't oversleep.
I want to tell my family good morning, the great family from Marion, South Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Brenda Wilson calling from Cleveland, Ohio. I would like to wake up the class of 1986 Shaw High School. Wake up, wake up, wake up, Ricky,
hey,
we love you.
Love you.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Chris out of Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up. God bless America.
Come on. The city tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Because we going to let them know.
Let them know
in Portland, wake up. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up.
Demo.
In Nashville, wake up.
Let's go.
Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for the wake-up calls, y'all. Jeff Johnson has 3 things you need to know. We got that coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Good to be with you this morning. How are you?
Man, I'm good, man. Happy Monday to you.
Man, happy Monday to you too, man. Listen, I'm sure that we have talked already about all that happened at the White House and the Correspondents' Dinner. I thought it was just incredibly interesting that in his manifesto that he labeled himself as a friendly federal assassin as he railed against Trump and his discontent with all that's happening with Trump's policies. I think what's interesting is there's so many people asking, where was the security? How did he get a gun? How did he get these guns into the hotel? How did he get beyond the perimeter? And I think that's what was the greatest concern of what happened last night, beyond the fact that all were pleased that only one person was injured, and even that Secret Service agent was recovering. But Rick, I'm curious as you think about this, man, and I think the irony of this happening during the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and the fact that this is really about free speech in a time when free speech is under attack, and the reality that this is really a message that's being sent to this administration. And I'm curious if you think there's going to be more violence going into the midterms. and that our elected officials, not just the president and the vice president, are at risk.
I think it is good. I mean, there's no way. I think that violence, I mean, I hate to say it, but, now Congress people are speaking out saying, hey, we have to watch the tone in which we speak as, public service people. But people are disheartened. Even Republicans, many Republicans are really upset. They're upset about the price of gas, the price of food, the price of everything. They're still upset about the Epstein thing. And that's one of the things in this guy's manifesto.
When you looked at, if you saw Obama's response, he was talking about how violence has no place in this country. And I'm just like, this country was built on violence.
You're lying.
Right.
Every single aspect of the foundation of America was violent.
Right.
And even when you think about our media and you think about our movies, anybody that's traveled abroad knows that in Europe, you can see crazy kinds of sex on TV, but you won't see violence. Here, it's the opposite.
Right.
And violence has always been a part of our narrative, been part of our story, the Second Amendment and our guns. All of this just seems so ironic to me when we're talking about how afraid we are of the violence that's in politics and the violence that's in the society, but we're not honest about the fact that our culture was built on violence.
Meanwhile, we were supposedly built on religious freedom, and now we don't want to give it to anybody.
Right.
That part. So this is not something that's gonna end. I mean, I'm curious to see how they spin this, and as they get even more information on the shooter, how they're going to take this manifesto and how Trump's going to use it into whatever the next crusade is. But there's obviously going to be more of the story on this. I mentioned last week that every Monday we were going to move to do Men Thrive Mondays. And this is the first one. I got a lot of response from you all over the weekend about your thoughts. And I'm curious. I just want to ask brothers, who do you go to when you're not okay? And what actually happens when they ask you that? I hear a lot of us talk about checking in with brothers.
To talk to, man. Like for real, and not nobody that's gonna listen. Because I think for me, sit down talking to somebody, and the minute you start talking, then they start talking about make a comparison story. Yeah, I went through this with like man, you don't, and they're not listening to what you have to say, and so you end up listening to them. That's just my personal experience. Finding somebody that would just sit down and listen and just take in what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So it just be hard to talk to people.
And I just don't know if a lot of us know how to deal. I think your point is a good one, Rick, that we don't always know how to just listen. And sometimes silence is uncomfortable for a lot of us. And that listening piece requires the ability to be comfortable with that silence, with not saying anything, with listening, and then with not trying to solve.
There you go.
As much as listen and then potentially ask what you need. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that I see in our conversations is we'll ask each other, are we okay? But the moment somebody says they need something, cats don't know what to do. And so a lot of us need help with identifying resources for our brothers, for knowing how to provide that information. And so let me know what you all think. Hit me at IG and send me a message, because I want brothers to be able to talk without it necessarily having to be public. Who do you go to when you're not okay? And to Rick's point, what actually happens when they ask you that and you begin to talk? I'm just curious. I want to be able to share what we got to do.
Chicken and waffle mix going down. Hey, happy Monday, everybody, man. Hey, big happy birthday to my friend LaVara Cooper turned 60, and then my Uncle Suge turned 70. I went to 2 parties Saturday. Jai had a good time. Shout out to see all of y'all Hayes pace setters in the building. I was in the 9th grade when y'all was in the 12th. So I absolutely love y'all, man. It was good to see y'all. Thank y'all so much for inviting me. Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's up?
Oh, no. Black Tony, nothing.
Come on,
today.
man. Don't start the week off. Don't start the week off like this.
And I'm glad you said it. That don't start what off, Rick?
The week.
The week. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to start the week off like this either, bruh. Man, I did a case study, and I come to find out, and I know the listeners going to really get this. And you need to get on board, too, because you've been hoodwinked, too.
What you mean?
Let me tell you, bruh. I'm so damn confused, and I was like wondering why I feel so bad on Mondays. And then I said, they doing us wrong. It's system. They trying to keep us broke, bro.
Right.
They pay us on a Friday,
I'm with
knowing
that.
we finna get off and blow that damn money like that.
Yeah.
And then you double blow it on Saturday, and then they expect you to come in Monday all happy and ain't got no gas. This morning I went downstairs to get some cereal, no milk.
No
man, they know what they doing. They paying people just in time to waste their money so they can stay on these jobs forever.
Yeah.
That's a shame, Rick, and they need to pay us on Monday because that's when people are more responsible, bro.
Right.
They pay you on a Monday. I ain't doing nothing on no damn Tuesday or Wednesday.
Right.
They need to get it together. That'll help us, bro. And then, you ready for this?
Yeah.
They talking about you get paid every 2 weeks. Who in the hell can stay alive half a month until they get their next check?
Please say it.
Wait a say that again, Darius.
Who can stay alive a half a damn month for the next money? Can't nobody, man, it is crazy out here. They need to do something different, bruh.
Yeah, the system need to be fixed. I agree.
Cereal, no milk. Then dirty clothes, no washing powder. Then you got, I go to the bathroom, no tissue, no tissue. Then I got to use newspaper, no newspaper, face rag. And then I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting here now, and all I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
What y'all about to get into?
Oh, man.
Good morning. One thing about it, let me tell y'all what I don't like. I don't like when a motherfucker takes my phone every morning. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. I don't want to hear good morning, beautiful. Don't text my phone good morning, beautiful, unless you're finna say good morning, beautiful, breakfast on me. Or good morning, beautiful, check your cash out. Good morning, beautiful. You want to go have lunch today? Or good morning, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? What you need. Don't just say good morning, beautiful. Tell me good morning, beautiful, and send me something. Ho, good morning, beautiful, with a burger. Good morning, beautiful, with a sausage and biscuit. Good morning, beautiful, with a bowl of cereal. Ho, or something. Just say good morning, beautiful to me every day. Like you. Eventually, I'm gonna get tired of hearing good morning, beautiful. Now, come on with it. Get some Fruity Pebbles or something. Damn.
Fruity Pebbles. Something.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Monday Morning Show. 4 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Happy Monday, Gary.
Happy Monday, Ricky, and good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. She received a standing ovation, y'all, and she fought back tears as she closed out her appearance, honey, in Moulin Rouge, the musical on Saturday night, y'all. Who am I talking about? Meg Thee Stallion. If y'all, unless you live under a rock, I'm sure y'all heard the disturbing news that Meg Thee Stallion and her boyfriend, Mr. Klay Thompson, called it quits this past weekend. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the Grammy winner finished her run, y'all, as Zitler and became emotional during the curtain call as fellow performers, y'all, surrounded her on stage. Now, there's a clip, y'all, saying that the audience members cheered loudly while one person shouted, "We love you, Megan, we love you." And they say Megan, honey, eventually smiled and bowed to the crowd, y'all. This is so touching, y'all. They're saying that the moving finale came hours after Megan Thee Stallion publicly announced her breakup from Klay Thompson, y'all, the basketball player. She said, quote, "I've made the decision to end my relationship." And, you know, people were like, shocked, honey. She ended it, y'all, with Klay. And she said, "Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship." She also said that when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I am taking this time, y'all, to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity, y'all. That is so touching and so profound that Megan would say this, honey, because, I mean, she doesn't deserve to be treated the way this man treated her. I mean, first of all, when you date a sports player, you know that comes with the territory, honey. But Meg felt that, you know, she was a different type of woman and he would have changed and these guys would change their ways. But they do not. Now, Mr. Thompson, y'all, on the other hand, is speaking out, y'all, or his people speaking out, and this is very dirty. Now, it's being reported, y'all, by MTO, y'all. They're saying that on the internet, y'all, is on fire. They say Meg Thee Stallion and, Clay, she put Clay on blast, honey, for allegedly sliding in the DMs, honey, that she might have accidentally talked herself out of her favorite ride. Now, this is sad, y'all. Think about this. She talked out of her favorite ride. They're saying, you remember, y'all, back in the day, just recently, that beautiful baby blue Bentley Mulsanne, honey, that Clay gave Megan, honey, for her 31st birthday in February. Well, they're saying, y'all, the one that she posted all over Instagram captioning, "Thank you, baby." They said, well, honey, Clay is reportedly about to send a tow truck to pick it up. Oh,
I don't think he would do that.
Hell, he would do. He a damn man.
He gave it to her. That's a gift.
He gave it to her, but how many damn people give stuff and take it? But that's what women got to realize, honey.
Real men don't do that.
Well, I tell you what,
we might not be perfect in a relationship, but most dudes, they ain't going back talking about give me my stuff back and all that stuff.
Well, I'm going to get to that later, about some maybe your co-workers could relate to that. But anyway, they say Clay is worth over $100 million. And they say, honey, he doesn't stay rich, baby, by giving away a $300,000 damn asset without a safety net. That's right, honey. That's what these guys do. Now, they're saying, according to the insiders, they say Clay advisors made sure, honey, that the gift was never actually Megan's property. Now, here's this point. The title. They say the car is legally titled in Clay Thompson's name. They say from a legal standpoint, Clay is the owner, and Megan was simply authorized to drive it. Then they said the insurance. They say Clay, honey, kept the insurance in his name and added Megan as a secondary driver. They say while it looked like a generous move to cover her premiums, it ensured that he maintained total control over the vehicle's legal status. And then they got the protection. They said his team made sure that he's protected in every scenario. The source said, honey, they said they told him never, ever to sign over titles to girlfriends. It's a standard procedure for high net worth athletes. And I believe every bit of it, honey. That's what men do. So what y'all girls going on to, oh, good, look what he bought me. If your name ain't on that damn title, honey, he ain't bought you nothing. You just a driver, like they put this in this situation, honey. So if you don't get anything in your name, it's not yours. And yes, this is what men do, honey. They abide like they. Hell, look at Floyd Mayweather allegedly. All them damn Birkin bags he was buying for them women. And when he broke up with them, what did he do? He repossessed them.
How?
Birkin bags?
Birkin bags. Them $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 bags, Alfredas. Yes, Birkin bags. He took them back. He would take them back allegedly.
What he gonna do with them?
I really don't think he took them back.
Well, they said he took them back. This is what men do. Because if a man gonna give you a $50,000 bag, let alone a $300,000 damn car, and you broke up with it, I don't care how much money he got.
No,
he
you got
taking
to
it back
charge to the game. You got to charge to the game.
But
She a woman at the time or whatever, and you just got to be prepared. You go out here and buy a woman a car. Now, and you pull up to the light, and she got another dude, and after y'all done broke up, you can't do nothing, can't say anything. You're going to have to charge it to the game. Charge it to the game.
Well, you can say you're charging it, but they don't. I'm going to just tell y'all a little secret, honey. My situation is totally different from this, but this is what I did. When I was in a relationship, honey, and if I bought my friend's stuff, you getting the damn no-name. You ain't getting the good stuff, honey. I'm going to go to a low-end store, Target somewhere, and get you some good shoes. They're going to be good for you, but I'm going to wear the better ones. No, so when you do leave, damn it, take them with you, damn it, because I ain't paid much for them. This is a $300,000 damn car, $50,000 Birkin bag. These Negroes want them back. Trust me.
You know how much money he made that man worth $100 million?
I don't care how much, but honey, he ain't going to let another Negro be riding around in his damn Bentley that he bought. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
That's so
no, sir.
It's going to be some dude going to be over there, lean
petty.
back. He going to be lean back in the seat, smoking him a grape Swisher Sweet. He going to be lean back, and he going to run into her at the light, and then, you know what I'm saying?
He going to run to her at the light with another Negro in it.
The only thing that's going to keep him from snapping, he going to have a chick in the car with him that's badder than she is. That's the only thing that's going to keep him from snapping.
No, sir. They take him, honey. Trust me, you have the damn
I have had somebody do it, so I know men do it.
That's why I said I didn't want to call your name, honey, but yes, you done went through it.
But one thing you don't do now you can buy a girl a car, but you don't donate organs because them kidneys still have feelings in it.
Yes, sir.
Remember I told you about my homeboy donated his kidney, and his girl be another dude be tapping by 11 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
She be getting cracked by between 10:30 and 11:15.
And what's that
She
actor
be getting
name?
cracked every night, and then he could feel that thump.
Yeah. That actor's honey wife gave him her kidney, honey.
Yeah.
So what was the
And
name?
then the kidney still got feeling in it, so he
George
can't go to
Lopez.
sleep because
Yeah.
a wife over there with the kidney getting cracked
Mr.
between
Smiley.
George
between
Lopez,
like
baby.
10:45 and
No,
11:50.
Kidney
Yes,
nerves.
Lord, man.
Yeah, the kidney still. I'm talking about he over there tearing it up, and he can still feel it.
Baby,
He,
she's
been,
gonna
he
die.
trying to read Ecclesiastes and, with his Bible open, and then he can feel this kid. No, no,
Gary,
no.
what was you saying?
No, I say, baby, you will die, honey, because you ain't getting none of my damn organs, honey. They'll be having them at 11 o'clock, honey, on the dot being pumped. But anyway, y'all know what time it is?
What time is it?
Yes, honey, now that's the sha-la-la there, baby. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors, and I'm I'm giving it to Meg the Stallion. The color today, y'all, is nutmeg. On the high end, you say nutmeg, and on the low end, you say beautiful light yellow. That's your color for the day. Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up and Gary with it to y'all this Money Monday.
Finance, wealth, and growth. It's Money Mondays on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. This Money Monday. Listen, college graduation season start in a few weeks, and we got our money expert Jini Thornton is here to help us, help our upcoming college grads and their families stay financially savvy. Jini, good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning. Happy Money Monday to you.
Absolutely. And parents and the students, that are fearful of falling into financial trouble after college, what advice do you have for them?
I have a few tips for them. Number one, for all of our college graduates, listen, just remember, start out slow. We don't have to jump out here living but beyond your means. Please be careful of making any major purchases. Number two, you got to protect your credit. It's just like your transcript at college. You know how hard you worked to get those grades? Need you to put forth that same effort in order to protect your credit. And please take advantage of everything that your employer offers. A lot of times I feel like new students or recent college graduates who are signing up for their benefits, they just do everything real quick. Please take your time, understand everything that's being offered to you. We don't want to leave any money on the table, and immediately start saving towards retirement. I promise you will need that money later.
Well, Jini, Tracy reached out and said her son Joshua is graduating from FAMU, and although he has a full-time job, he will be moving back home. Now, what advice do you have for parents who will have their adult children moving back home?
I think the key word there is adults. They're not just children anymore. I want to make sure every adult living in the household is contributing, whether you need the money or not. And I think, Brad, a lot of times people are like, oh, wait a minute, we don't need the money. That's not the point. We need to make sure that they're contributing, and they also need to understand what it costs to run a household. How much is the rent or mortgage? How much is the electric bill? How much is the car insurance? We need to make sure we're exposing them. That way we're getting them ready to transition and ultimately live on their own.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me ask you. Rochelle is going to graduate from Alabama, and she's nervous about having to pay back her student loans. Now, what guidance do you have for her in navigating, this stressful situation, having to pay that money back?
Well, first of all, we want to say congratulations to Rochelle. Job well done. Few things here about student loans. Please never ignore your lender. As you are graduating, it is imperative that your lender has your current contact information. What is your new address? Make sure they have your correct email address, your cell phone number. We want to make sure that they can absolutely get in touch with you. Secondly is be clear on when your payments start. Some student loan payments will begin immediately after graduation. Other student loan payments, you may have up to 6 months before the payments begin. We want to make sure that you're clear on when they begin and exactly what those amounts are, because we want to make sure you're working those amounts into your budget.
Now, Terrence plans to graduate from North Carolina A&T Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride.
Yes, sir, is preparing to move Texas post-graduation. What advice, do you have for our graduates who are moving to a new city to start their careers?
First of all, congratulations to Terrence. Again, Aggie Pride to him. Listen, all you young graduates, just remember the car that you're going to start driving. the apartment or house the apartment you're going to start renting, the house that you're going to initially purchase, that is only where you are starting. So let's be slow about this before we get too comfortable in upgrading our lives. You don't need that financial stress. So please begin slow and, again, live well below your means until you can get into your rhythm.
Hey, Jini, I had ignored my lender. I didn't know, I was going to eventually pay, but they garnished my check, honey.
And they will do that. Again, they will do that. So we want to take the lender seriously, but a lot of times I think it's natural just to kind of run and hide. And it's like, no, we need to do the opposite. Please communicate with them. Make sure they know how to get in touch with you, because we do not want any garnishment or any other issues.
Well, Janelle, we have one more listener question, and this one was submitted via social media from Melanie, a mom of a college graduate. Now, she wants to know how to handle the responsibility of her son's car insurance. What do you suggest?
A lot of times as parents, our children are on our car insurance, which absolutely makes sense because it can be so expensive for them to have our own. Parents, I need you to understand this. If your child, your adult child, now is going to be living in another state, the insurance must accompany where the car is garaged, where it is housed. So if you live in North Carolina and your child is now moving to Texas, the car insurance needs to be in Texas. All right. You also may want to start creating some separation from your student at this point, too. So, again, run those numbers. And I know a lot of times, again, we might be penny pinching, but they may need to get their own car insurance right now.
Oh, wow. All right. Listen, we're talking with finance and legacy expert Jini Thornton. So if you have a question, you can give us a call at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. We're going to be talking more with Jini Thornton coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Monday, and this morning we're talking about saving money with our financial expert Jini Thornton, and she's answering all of your questions this morning. So you can hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. So let's get right to the phones. Good morning.
Hey, my name is Marvin. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I got a question about if a bank or a credit union closes out an account on you and leaves you with a balance, and it's charged off. Can you go back to that credit union or bank and discuss reducing the charges and try to pay it off so it won't hurt your credit?
Marvin, I would absolutely call them. Now, depending upon the size of the bank or the credit union will determine what the process is. Sometimes that will still be handled internally in the bank. Sometimes they've actually turned that account over to like a collection agency. But I would certainly shoot my shot to see if you can negotiate different terms with them. I want everybody to keep in mind, banks have their own system, just like there's a credit reporting system. If you end a relationship with the bank negatively, all the other banks will essentially know about that situation too. So you definitely want to try to get that cleaned up.
All right, y'all, which is not doing. Good morning. All right, y'all, this Monday. Mic check. I'm sorry, the phone lines are messed up. Hey,
So my name is Elle, and my family had experienced a hardship recently due to a curtail of employment. We do owe back taxes, and then we also may have to do a Chapter 13. So we were thinking about doing an offer and compromise as well, but we did not know which one to do first.
Hey, good morning. Let me kind of very quickly explain the terms. Offer and compromise means you're going directly to the IRS and saying, I'm making an offer to you to pay less or to pay you back over a certain period of time. And so the Chapter 13, that's a form of bankruptcy. What I would do first is I would consult my bankruptcy attorney first, because you don't want to do something that's going to negatively impact your potential Chapter 13. People don't realize how easy the IRS can be to work with, provided that you are following up, provided that you're not waiting to the last minute, okay? So make sure all of your tax returns are filed. That will completely change how they begin to interact with you if you're current on your filings.
All right, y'all, with Jini Thornton. Good morning.
I have 3 grandchildren in college that I help with their tuition.
and I want to know, is there any way I can claim that, a part of that on my taxes?
Good morning. First of all, God bless you for having 3 grandchildren in college at the same time. What an expense. So listen, you do not get a deduction for helping to pay tuition. Now, certainly if you're contributing more than 50% to their overall financial situation, a child could be claimed on your taxes until age 24, provided they are a full-time student. So obviously you have to work that out with the parents. So certainly there's an opportunity there, but obviously more than one person cannot claim that student.
All right, Jini, we really appreciate having you. Let everybody know how they could reach you.
Absolutely. If y'all have any financial questions, please reach out to me at Jini Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. And if you need help from going from overwhelmed to organized with your legacy planning, go to LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. Thank you, Rickey Smiley.
Hey, thank you, Jini. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Comedian Rita, Brent.
That's right, man. It is time to fix it, Jesus. If Jesus can't fix it, it can't be fixed, y'all. 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. We got the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, Jackson State University's own, also a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, one of the funniest comedians in the country, ladies and gentlemen.
Ricky, I heard y'all were talking about the Megan Good situation where she had to give up her cat Bam Bam, for Jonathan Majors. And it just didn't sit right in my spirit, and I had to do some digging.
And she had to give up, and just to recap, what happened, Gary?
Yes, honey. Megan had to give up her cat Bam Bam because she wanted to stay with her husband. He was allergic to the cat hair. So, honey, she said, well, I guess I have to give Bam Bam up, honey. Bless her spirit, Jesus. Rita was sad.
Yeah. And what he was allergic to?
He was allergic to the cat hair.
Yeah, Gary. I read something like that, too. The cat hair was a little too thick for Jonathan. I read something like that, too. And Gary.
Cat's wax.
Huh? The cat has started urinating in the bed. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. They say it was a pole cat.
It got territorial. Uh-huh.
I want to pee on you.
What is happening?
Say, man. Girl, your body is a porta
potty.
Oh, my God.
Only thing to make my life complete is to turn your face to a toilet seat.
All right, baby. Yes, honey.
Go ahead, Rita. Don't pay no attention. Keep going. Stay focused.
Yeah. Well, we really do need Jesus to fix this situation. You know? Because, Brad, my thing is, I hope they didn't just throw the cat away. You know, I hope they had a party for the cat.
You can't just throw the cat away. You got to celebrate the cat. It is the year of the cat.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
Every year is the year of the cat.
Every year.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Take it from me. So I was just hoping, Brad, that they didn't throw the cat away, that they just had a little going away party. And I just wanted to dedicate this song, it's from me and Jonathan on behalf of the cat. Okay. And I hope the cat is somewhere safe. Okay, here we go.
Me too, girl.
Yes.
Hit the road, cat, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, cat, 'cause you ain't our cat no more. What you say? Hit the road, cat, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, cat, 'cause you ain't our cat no more. Oh, Megan, you've been good to me, but that's the scariest cat that I ever seen. I'm the man and I say so. That feline gotta go. That's right, hit the road, cat, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, cat, 'cause you ain't our cat no more. What you say? Hit the road, cat, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, cat, and don't you come back no more.
I'm just saying, Megan, I'ma make it do what it do, baby. Coretta Scott King, she didn't have no cats, so you don't need no cats either. 'Cause I'm all the cat you need. I'm all the dog you need.
I'm all the lion you need. I'm all the tiger you need. I'm all the bear you need.
That's it. I'm just saying.
Y'all give it up for Rita, Brent in the building.
That's it.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
26 minutes after the hour, y'all. Happy Monday. Front page right here, Alfreda's. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. So much going on. It's Monday, April 27th. Here is what's going on in the news. After chaos broke out at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, President Trump is weighing in, calling the suspected gunman very troubled. 31-year-old Cole Allen of California is facing charges after he allegedly tried to rush through a checkpoint carrying 2 guns and knives before being captured. He was taken into custody and to a hospital as precaution. He is expected in court today. Meanwhile, Trump attacked journalist Norah O'Donnell after she read part of the shooter's manifesto on 60 Minutes.
I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated.
Let's just be clear here. Trump's connection to Jeffrey Epstein includes a documented social relationship in the 90s and the early 2000s. Trump once called Epstein a terrific guy. That's a quote. In a 2002 interview, one of Epstein's most well-known accusers, Virginia Giuffre, said she was recruited into Epstein's circle by Ghislaine Maxwell while working as a spa attendant at Trump's Mar-a-Lago in 2000. Trump has also said Epstein, quote, stole young women from the Mar-a-Lago spa. Jeffrey later committed suicide. FYI, Ricky, Trump has been publicly accused of sexual misconduct by roughly 24 women. Meanwhile, House Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is urging leaders to respect one another even in moments of strong disagreement. Congressman Ro Khanna wants a bipartisan commission on political violence and says the weight of our words matter. Meanwhile, King Charles and Queen Camilla are still headed to the U.S., but the trip isn't drama-free. They're going to attend a White House state dinner, and King Charles will address Congress, but with Prince Andrew's Epstein ties still looming, there was pressure to meet survivors. The reports say that is not happening. Instead, Queen Camilla will meet with domestic abuse support groups. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man, I've watched many interviews, a lot of sports stories. This one right here is a little deep, real deep. Shannon Sharp interviewed former NBA star Michael Beasley, whose story is pretty powerful, man. Tugs on your heartstrings a little bit. One of the best one-on-one players to ever play in the league. He earned an estimated $33 million during his 11-year NBA career. Ice Cube's Big Three MVP twice. Mental health is very real.
You've been lower than living in your car?
Yeah, I wish that was the worst. I was sleeping outside. My mother always told me to tell you what depression feels like. I'm not allowed to show you what it looks like. That's why if I cry a little, just act like you don't notice. It's a real thing.
A lot of crying. You do a lot of crying when you by yourself?
No, when I'm on the basketball court, because I sweat, and then you don't notice.
You can't tell. What'll make that crying stop?
Just listen. Stop telling me what I mean.
There's a little boy inside that wants to be held, that wants to be heard, that wants to be seen. How do we get that little boy heard? How do we get him seen?
Stop telling me who you think I am.
He also shared how his the mother of his daughter, would not let him see his daughter.
Then I had no money, and then got laughed at. I got 16-year-old Micaiah Beasley. She's mad at me right now because I haven't been there as much as I'm supposed to.
Right.
But she doesn't know that her mom took her away from me for 3 years in the name of me loving someone else. This is the difference. Your dad did this to me. Your dad did remember we were just talking about kids don't know what they don't know? Right.
You were.
Every time since you've been younger, when that mom calls the dad, what the dad say? You better listen to your mom, even if they arguing.
Yes.
Dads know how to keep the hero alive because we know, dogs, right? Mm-hmm. Moms feel, so they tell kids lies.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's so many websites out there about that, and that's a whole conversation we would like to have. Parental alienation is real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to go check that interview out. It's like 2 hours long, but it's worth every minute of it, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Rhett got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, it is time for the hot spot 29 before the top of the hour. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, production has officially wrapped on the sequel series to the classic sitcom, A Different World. The new series will take us back to the fictional HBCU Hillman College, and fans will be happy to hear about the new cast members. And that's Cliff Method Man Smith. That's one of them. He is joining the cast as Coach Coles, y'all. That's right, METHOD, man. So A Different World originally aired in 1987 to 1993 as a spinoff of The Cosby Show. An official release date has not been announced, but it will air on Netflix, and I cannot wait. All right, y'all, let me let y'all know again, the Michael Jackson biopic Michael delivered a massive opening weekend and is now #1 in the world. The film shattered records for music biopics, bringing in $97 million domestically and over $217 million globally. It even defies critics. Many critics gave the movie bad reviews, but the film has been embraced by fans. Michael Jackson's nephew, Jafar Jackson, posted a message that said, "Wow, so incredible to see. The world has spoken and everyone is showing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't be happier and more grateful." The acting in the movie is also getting great reviews, with Nia Long playing Katherine Jackson and Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson, Lorenz Tate as Barry Gordy, and a shout-out to Dion Cole, who portrays Don King. Now, a sequel to the movie is heavily anticipated and is reportedly already in early development, with producers saying that there is more story to tell. And if you watch closely, you saw the words, "His story continues," rolled on the screen right before the credits. Now, the sequel will most likely address Michael Jackson's life in the 90s throughout his death in 2009. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. So Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mix Down. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Daily Play with Joy Taylor. The Las Vegas Raiders took national championship quarterback Fernando Mendoza with the first overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. He represents a relaunch for one of the most iconic NFL franchises, and Raider Nation has really struggled since appearing in Super Bowl 37 23 years ago. Vegas also signed veteran quarterback Kirk Cousins this offseason, so how minority owner Tom Brady and company are going to handle this quarterback handoff from Cousins to Mendoza, I'm not really sure, but I do like that Mendoza doesn't have pressure to come in and play right away. I loved watching him in the national championship game, even though it meant him beating my Miami Hurricanes. He was really impressive and really tough. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the NFL. For more on this and other top stories of the day, tune into the Daily Play with Joy Taylor at urban1podcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.